Welcome back to another episode of We Posted Up the Podcast. I am Demai,
AKA,
D Money,
AKA,
Mr. 2 for 20.
AKA,
If it ain't rough, it ain't me.
AKA.
What the fuck? You just threw me off. I'm done, dog. You just threw me way off. I'm done, man.
I just said AKA,
Threw
man.
me way the fuck off, man. And to my left,
Dude in them.
AKA,
Mr. Ditto Lowe's.
AKA,
C Smooth.
AKA,
C Shorty.
AKA,
Mr. Miyagi.
AKA,
Lion King Lowe's.
AKA,
Lambo Lowe's.
AKA.
That one Ditto Lowe's on IG, y'all fuck with me.
There we go.
Hold on, man. How you go? So why you just gonna stop like that,
You threw me
man?
off, man. You threw my whole rhythm
Lowe's.
off.
Yeah, Lambo Lowe's.
You threw my rhythm, you threw my whole fucking rhythm off.
I don't know how that happened, bro.
And we got another guest in the building, man. Season 2, full of guests.
Guessed up.
You just wave. to my right,
is Steve Dizza, a fellow Pauloite.
AKA,
Gringo Steve.
AKA.
What else do people call me? I don't know.
I guess that's the AKA,
That's
whatever
it.
people call it.
Right, whatever people call me. Mr. Taco Bell.
Oh yeah, the best Taco Bell, everyone knows this, in St. Louis metro area, is on Hampton Avenue. They rock. So if you're listening to the podcast, you guys are the best.
Okay, it says shout out to the Taco
Shout out to
Bell.
Taco
on
Bell.
Hampton
Yeah.
Avenue, yes.
Right down from Vanguard across the street from Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Well, you know, about a block
They're
down.
down the street, yeah.
What you got, Los?
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna start it off with just a quick question, man. I was listening to the radio this morning, and a guy called in asking about should he be pissed off at his brother if his brother he just found out his brother been sleeping with his chick, his big brother.
What's the details of this, man? They've been together
I
for a
mean,
while. They got
him and
kids.
the gal been together for a while. They don't have kids. He didn't say they had kids, so I'm pretty sure they didn't have kids. But dude called asking like, should he be mad and should he try and mend things with his brother? Bruh, your brother slept with your gal.
So you'll take it out on your brother?
I'm gonna be pissed off at my brother, yeah, because I'm gonna be pissed off at both of them. My brother though, bro, you gotta be more loyal. Period.
So you gonna blame your brother?
Yes, I'm blaming my brother because women, women are women. Brother, that's a whole nother level. So definitely, I'm gonna be more pissed at him than her.
What were you doing, Steve?
I'd be pissed at both of them, for sure. Without a doubt.
So who gets the blunt of the blame for you, though? The brother or the girlfriend?
The brother.
Really? Y'all
Yeah,
both going
yeah.
definitely the brother, man. I mean, it wasn't his wife. That would have maybe changed it a little bit for me if it was my wife, but it wasn't his wife, it was his brother. So, I mean, it wasn't his wife, it was his girlfriend. So that made it, my brother got to be loyal, bro.
I'm still taking it out on her, man.
Nah, I mean,
The loyalty has to come from her, too, man. More so, I see what y'all both saying, but, I mean, how long you going to be mad at your brother? It's just another female, man. It's plenty of fish in the sea, as they say. So, how long you going to be mad at you got to take it out on her, man.
you're right. There's plenty of fish in the sea, and that's exactly why he should have went somewhere else.
I mean, we don't know the full details.
This fish in the sea was mine. No, we don't know. the
Clearly
full
she
details,
wasn't yours.
But clearly he knew it was. And the other thing is, he's saying that the brother won't admit it, yet he found it out, and he saw it in the female phone, and she admitted it, but the brother won't.
Yeah, that's still on her, man.
That's still on her and the
What
brother.
if she lied?
He saw it in the phone.
What did he see?
He said he seen her and the brother texting back and forth, talking nasty shit, talking about what they did.
At this point, ain't no fun if the homies can't have.
Yeah, but you lying. But you gonna lie to me though? That's come on now, bro. You can't be lying to me though.
You lie to protect people's feelings, love.
No, but you can't do that, bro. You can't. So you think that's cool? You gonna be okay with your brother just telling telling you a lie in your face when
Nah.
you know it's something different?
Nah, but my problem's still gonna be with her.
No, man. My problem gonna be with him. Hey, Six, I'm fucking you up if that happens. Flat
Damn,
out.
boss. Damn, right? You know, your
Hey.
brother beat your ass.
Nah, bro.
Well, I'd be mad at both of them.
We'll go at it.
I'd be mad at both of them, but that much more I'd be mad at my brother.
I'm
Really?
with you. I'm with you.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to agree to disagree on this one, because I see it the other way.
Hold on, see, you got a brother?
3 brothers.
Well, see, that's probably the difference between us. You don't have a brother.
Yeah, but still. I mean, I'm analyzing the circumstance here, man.
Okay.
It's all hypothetical, right? So,
Okay.
yeah. That's the way I see it, man.
All right, let's get into the show.
Hey, so we finna talk about things that we don't do.
We, as in,
We as in black people, we as in white people. Well, him as in white people, us as in black people.
Mhm.
Things that we don't do. And one of the things that we talked about is camping. You ever been camping?
I've never been camping.
I used to go camping as a kid, never as an adult.
Yeah, my brother and all my, a lot of my family members, they went, but it was, at summer camp. They went camping for a week or whatever. I just missed it. So I didn't go.
Now you go camping a lot, Steve, right?
Yes, I do.
Hiking and all that.
Yep.
You ever see a lot of black people camping?
I've seen 2 black guys in Colorado, and that was 2 years ago. They knew what they were doing, but other than that, like on some of my outdoor stuff I do for the Nature Conservancy, I saw one black woman. She had another partner, but God, that's about it. You'll
Yeah,
see
so that's-
Asians out there. You'll see Hispanics out there. Not a lot, but I mean, you'll see them every once in a while. But man, it's just like it's sad. I mean, if you're out there, I'd love it again.
Now,
Well, yeah, I know you will, Steve. You're just a friendly
Yeah, I
guy.
know. And we got this talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you were camping in Sullivan, Missouri, I think it'd be a different story.
right.
Now, granted, I do want to go camping. I've been trying to get the family to go camping probably for the past 2-3 years, though. I do want to go camping because I'm more of a nature person now. The older I get, the more of a nature person I'm. Like, excuse me, I've always been in
Put you on my lap and burp you?
I always been into
I can't.
fishing more, but that's pretty much been it. And the more, like I said, the more older I'm getting more into, nature. Like, it's just, I don't know, maybe it's just, being a city boy all my life. Like, I'm just ready for peace and quiet and nature. I mean, it's so peaceful, man.
Well, let me ask you this, Los. What is your definition of camping? Are you talking about getting a cabin and staying in a cabin, or are you talking about straight out there pitching tents?
No, yeah, that's what I've been trying to get him to go. I got a guy that I've been knowing for a long time. He got quite a bit of land out in Jefferson County, and he's been trying to get.
Whoa, man. Whoa.
I mean, what's wrong with Jefferson County?
That is, whoa, you can't be out there at night, man.
What's wrong with the dirt?
Well, it just depends. I mean, if you're talking Crystal City, that's another story.
Oh, so you want to do the whole, I don't know, man. The pitching of the tent thing and sleeping on the floor, I think I'm a little too old for that, man.
D, we
Air
slept
mattress.
on the floor as kids all the fucking time.
And that's probably why our backs are fucked up now. Shit.
I mean, we could do it now. We used to it.
I don't know,
Piled
Steve.
up, we used to, I mean, that's something that we grew up doing.
How do you camp, Steve? Do you prefer the pitching of the tent or the cabin life, or?
I can do the cabin, but I prefer to take my stuff like 3 or 4 miles in to the wilderness and just set up a little tent. Now, granted, there's not many people that like doing that, so I'm usually by myself, and so I'm just usually either putting out a little, what they call a bivy sack, or just like a 2-man tent, and I'll be the only one out there.
Now what, cause see, I think this is, for black people, the biggest deal. What do you do for security?
Right.
I mean, that's what.
Besides fire.
Yeah. What do you do for security?
Security against what?
I mean, you know how well, you may not know how we think, but a lot of black people think, we thinking, well, we want to protect from the animals. Well, we think it's birds and shit like that everywhere.
Yeah, and there are.
I seen a bear on Kings Highway.
Yeah, I've seen a bear down Jeff County.
So what
I
do you,
live in Jeff County, just barely across the river. But yeah, I live in Jeff County.
so what do you take for security? Like a knife, a gun, a pellet gun?
Like when I go to Colorado, I used to carry a gun. I used to carry a 6-shooter. But after a while, I stopped doing it. And the reason why is I always figured you gotta check the odds, because that gun and ammo weighs 3 pounds. If you're gonna be hauling 3 pounds in a pack for 5 or 6 miles to your campsite, that's 3 fucking pounds. And I think you're better off carrying 3 pounds of food or water with you, and because you're more likely to get in trouble by not having enough food or water than from having a bear or a mountain lion attack you. And the other thing is, I got to thinking, like especially with mountain lions, because if a mountain lion wanted to kill any one of us, he'd be gone. Before you had a chance to pull your gun, that mountain lion would have his jaw clamped around the back of your neck, and you wouldn't even know it hit you.
So what's the damn, I can't think of the word and I'm thinking of, but what's the procedure if you were to run across a bear? I would assume you would know that since
Because you always hear the play dead stuff, and
Yeah.
I don't believe that one. Or get bigger than the bear.
Well, like, I've never been like to grizzly bear country because grizzly bears are different than black bears.
Right.
And black bears are usually pretty easy. First of all, if you make enough noise, now granted, a lot of people go to the wilderness for solitude, but every once in a while it pays to make a little bit of noise. That way, if there's a black bear, they'll usually just run away.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. What about
Yeah.
a mountain lion? Go ahead, Los. I'm sorry.
No, well, what I was just gonna say is, so have you heard of, in the black community, we were taught that if you sing James Brown songs to, an animal like that, then
I was
You
never
know,
taught that
they're-
shit.
I've never
I already
heard
seen that shit on Low Down Dirty
yeah,
Shame.
that's
I
what
wasn't
they said
taught
on
it.
that.
I wasn't taught that
Well,
shit.
the movie taught us though.
The movie ain't teach me shit, because I ain't doing that shit.
If you were taught that, that's pretty fascinating.
We taught that
I've
on the
never
movie,
figured that out.
man. Keenan Ivory taught us that. So, that basically is not true then, I guess.
Not that I've heard. Why James Brown? I mean,
I guess because of the yelling.
Hey!
Yelling and shit, I don't know. So, I guess we can stay. Well, I got a question while we still on camping. Do you carry a bucket, or you a barrier? Like, you bury your shit in a bucket, or do you, because peeing is, for men, we pee everywhere.
I dig.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah. Most places you have to dig for a shithole, and then you bury it like at least 5 inches deep.
Really, that's the first. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Some
even
places-
I know that.
Unless there's
I
an
didn't know
outhouse,
that.
but most of the time if you're packing in 4 or 5 miles, there's not an outhouse there. So,
Right.
So most of the time you have to bury your shit. There's some places that you actually have to pack, not just your toilet paper, you got to pack your shit out.
Really?
So
Yeah, I know,
explain
it's
that to me.
disgusting.
Oh, you just carried it out with you.
Yeah, and then when you get
Okay.
to a toilet, you just dump it in the toilet.
Really?
Oh,
I mean,
fuck
it's
that.
nature though.
Well, here's the problem, is that the population has grown so much. To give you an idea, when I was born in 1960,
Damn you old, Steve. I just want to say
but
that.
yeah, okay. There was about 3.5 billion people in the world. Now there's almost 8 billion people in the world. And with all the roads and access to airplanes and stuff, traveling is so much easier now. So, like areas even that 10 years ago that I would go to, that I'd have tons of elbow room, there's a lot of people out there, and with the internet, it's like there's no secrets anymore. So it's like, oh, here's a secret hideaway in Colorado. And now everyone knows about it, so there's no elbow room anymore. So you get these people, especially ones that don't know any better, they'll just shit anywhere, and they'll, I mean, they don't bury it. Their toilet paper, they just leave little, they call them like toilet paper flowers. That's what they call them as a nickname, but it's just disgusting. I mean,
Shit flowers, love.
shit flowers. And it's just like, can you imagine going out to the wilderness thinking, oh, I'm gonna be like flitting flower petals in the air, and then all of a sudden you go, ooh, there's a shit flower.
I guess by people you mean people, like me, because I definitely would shit anywhere. 'Cause I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know what to bury it?
I mean, because you think, you go out in the, in the woods and, there's no, like when you're in the city. There's where you see all the signs that say pick up your dog, pick up after your dog.
So you gotta say pick up after your
What they
human?
gonna say pick up? Well, they buy signs say pick up your shit. So it's just I didn't know.
Well, it's different in different places too, because like when you're out in the desert or when you're up high in the mountains out west, that stuff doesn't decompose very fast.
Oh, really?
But like if you're in the jungles, it's totally different. Like when I go to Latin America, Panama, I've never had to, but if I ever had to shit in the woods in Panama, I just shit because they got so many organisms out there. Your shit decompose. It's weird because I just went on a trip with a guide out there, and with COVID, they had this national park shut down for almost exactly a year. And you really need a guide out there because, first of all, if you don't speak Spanish very well, you're going to get lost. And second of all, if you're not from there, you're going to get lost. So you pay some guy like whatever, $50 or $100 to be your guide.
Hold on. A strange guy you gotta have following you around pretty much?
Oh, you're following him because he knows where he's going.
Yeah, man, that seemed kind of scary there.
No.
That's his job, right?
That's his job.
Oh, okay.
Or sometimes part-time job. But anyway, we went to this park in Panama, and the trails had not been used for a year. It was just like in the movies, with Juan Valdez. He was just like, he had his machete, and he was just swinging back and forth. I just thought he was going to break his shoulder or something. He was swinging. Every 5 feet, he'd be swinging his machete. And he was telling me how he got around, because he spoke a little bit of English and I spoke a little bit of Spanish. Every once in a while, he'd find like a branch that come up on what he thought was a trail, and they cut it off at an angle. If it's angled one way, it means the trail goes to the right. If it's angled the other way, it means the trail goes to the left.
Wow.
I would have never known that, but he knew that because he was a volunteer in the national park.
So this guy's a translator, pretty much.
I tell you what, this guy, his name is Edgar. He's one of these people, like, have you ever seen the shows on reality TV where they take someone in a helicopter and they kind of like drop him off in the jungle and all he's got on is like a loincloth and a rusty knife and that's all he's got, and then he makes it out of the woods safely? That's what this guy is like. He's like super resourceful. I swear to God, if you dropped him off in the middle of the forest in Panama, he'd probably come out with a freshly washed and waxed SUV, wearing a polo shirt with his dog in the passenger seat. He's that resourceful.
Survival skills, man.
Yeah, he's got
survival skills there, man. Dude probably fuck one of us up.
He'll fuck you up. You easy to fuck up, Los. So you mentioned Colorado a couple of times. I know you go there to hike.
Yeah.
You ever seen any black people hiking in Colorado?
Well, if I would have followed those two guys like stalkers, I'm sure I would have seen them hike, but no.
Now, Los said he wants to go hiking. I've done some amateur hiking. I mean, because some people get out there, they're walking, 20, 30 miles a day.
Oh yeah, the ones that are in super good shape.
Yeah, but I know Los said he wanted to do some
Yeah,
hiking.
I do. I actually looked up going hiking somewhere. I think it's out probably like an hour away out by Mark Twain Park somewhere. I was thinking of going to a place to go hiking.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of places out there.
Yeah. So that I actually looked at. I think it was last spring. I was about to do it. I just never got around to doing it. But yeah, man, I definitely want to. Like I
How
said,
long was the trail?
I can't remember. But I know I'm not gonna do like a whole day of hiking type deal there. You know, my wind ain't enough. I ain't got enough wind for that. But I definitely want to do it, man. It's definitely, you know, relaxing. It's gotta be. Nature is really relaxing, man. More than we know.
There's some cool places in Jefferson County.
Really?
Yeah, which ain't that far away.
Some hilly places. They got a lot of hills. 'Cause
Yep.
what's the longest hike you've ever been on?
Colorado, probably about 10 or 11 miles one way, and then I set up like a bivy sack. And then I found out what I wanted to do was climb a mountain out there, but I couldn't because I found out that there was like avalanche the previous winter.
Oh yeah.
So the whole trail is just like nothing but trees that were down from an avalanche, and it's just like, man, by the time I get through this,
So a 10, 11 mile hike would take about how long?
oh man, back then, when I was in good shape, I could do about 3 miles an hour.
Yeah. So you're looking at about 15 minutes a mile.
But see, out there, you gotta do it because where I was going, I had to go that fast because I started off down in the valley and went uphill above the trees. And this is up around like 11 or 12,000 feet above sea level. There's like no trees up there. And in the summertime out there, it'll start to storm usually really late in the morning or early afternoon. And I mean, the clouds are so close, you can touch them.
That
So it's like,
that high up.
That's great.
so it's like, you gotta worry about lightning strikes. So what you wanna do is you wanna get all that high climbing done in the morning so that you can go back down in the valley before the storms hit. Otherwise, you're just a great big lightning rod at 12,000 feet.
So maybe I need to do a lot of reading into this before I try and go hiking then.
Or
Because all this
other
knowledge you
stuff,
giving me, man, I
Yeah,
die out there.
You dropped a couple of gems today, Steve, and I don't think you even know it, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely, I'm learning.
there's other places.
I'm definitely learning, bruh.
We'll start in Missouri, you know.
Man.
Would you
Well-
consider Grants Farm a hike? Walking the trail there?
I think it's a good place to start. A good place to start in Jeff County is Mastodon Park.
That's what?
Mastodon Park. That's actually just like, it's maybe a mile and a half from where I live. I go over there all the time, like if I'm preparing for Colorado, I'll go there and hike the trail that goes up the cliff and down.
Yeah, that's what
Just
I
keep doing it. It's like a 2 mile, 2.2 miles or something.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is it up and down or is it just like level?
It's up and down, and on that hike, there's like sections where there's rocks and tree roots that hang out, so you gotta always be cognizant of that so that you don't trip on them or twist your ankle and stuff like that. And that's what helps me get ready for Colorado, because I'm always cognizant, because out in Colorado it's the same way. It's like, you have to make sure you're not, because if you twist an ankle or bust a leg out there, you just gotta wait for search and rescue.
Yeah.
It could be a long, long
Yeah,
time.
I was gonna say that. Hell, I'm pretty sure that'll take a long time.
Yeah, I seen a movie like that. That sucks. That's crazy, man. What about water sports, Los? You ever thought about doing any water sports?
Yeah, water sports. You know, that ain't a big thing in the black community. Water sports, because you know we don't swim. We can't
Yeah, I
swim.
gotta stop saying that. I swim. I know how to swim, and I knew how to swim before I went to the Navy. Y'all have to stop saying that, man.
A
And I don't
lot,
swim for shit.
a lot of black people, you know, can't swim. You know, black women. First off, don't even want to get their hair wet.
No, we do go to pool parties fully dressed,
Yeah,
but
we ain't touching that pool.
no, ain't nobody.
Everybody get to the pool. Everybody walking around the pool.
Did you go to that link that I sent you, Devon, that outdoor afro?
I think I did go to it, but that was you sent me that a while ago.
Yeah, because they got a section on all sorts. They got one section on swimming, one on kayaking, one on hiking,
I'm gonna send it to Los.
Hold on.
Fishing too.
And did I hear you correctly? You said outdoor afro?
I think that's what it is. I'll turn my phone on. Yeah, it's.
I'll look
If
it
you,
up.
if you do a Google search for outdoor afro, I think that's what shows up. It started, I guess, out in Oakland.
Okay.
They started out there, and then now they got like 50 chapters across the U.S.
Wow.
But I think, as far as water sports, like I said, man, it's just something that, a lot of black people can't swim. And I think that's why they haven't really gotten into water sports as much. You think about all the, Olympians, how many black Olympians do you see as far as swimming?
There was a girl I seen playing water polo. Her shoulders were huge. That's how you knew she was a swimmer for a long time. She had man shoulders.
But I have been, like I said on a couple of previous episodes, I do, I have been making sure that my kids learn to swim. I can't quite yet, but my kids definitely, because it's something you definitely need to know how to do. Everybody, not just kids, everybody should know how to swim.
And you don't know how to swim, Steve?
Well, I could swim like if someone pushed me off the boat, I could swim like 20 yards to the dock to save myself. I'd be gassed, but I could do it.
Yeah.
But like Carlos said, that's your name, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All three of my kids know how to swim. They swim better than me.
Yeah. And I'm the same way. Like if you push me in water, I could actually swim back. I can't swim, but I could, like you said, I'd probably be gassed, but I can swim.
You push me in water, you're gonna be disappointed. I ain't that. I can swim and I can stay out there for a while and not be gassed.
So if you get pushed out, you're in what's called the life raft.
Yeah, you just gonna be mad that I ain't died.
So can you save somebody though?
Well, the rule of saving people in water, they always tell you if they fight you, let them drown. Because if they fight you, what's gonna happen is you both gonna end up killing yourself.
So how do you-
They're gonna end up killing both. You're gonna end up, both of you guys are gonna end up dying. So the rule of thumb is if somebody's trying to save you, because they're panicky, right? Because
Right.
they're drowning. If they over panicky, you have to let them go because they're gonna
So
kill
what
you
do
too.
what do you do though? What's the rule for you?
I've never been in that moment. So for me, asking me right now, I would follow that rule because I don't want to go down too.
Well,
I just gotta let it happen.
I would assume they, in the Navy, they taught y'all that. Y'all supposed to be, saving lives and shit. They didn't teach y'all how to
That's what
save
they taught
somebody
us.
swimming.
I'm telling you what they taught us. If they're gonna fight you, you gotta let them drown.
They didn't
because-
teach you how to grab and hold the person or get them back to shore.
Yeah, remember, you're in the middle of water, man. What are you gonna do?
Damn.
They taught me how to use my pants as a flotation device. I know how to do that. Yeah.
How do you do that?
Want me to take my pants off and show
I mean, you can tell us. Now, you ain't got. I don't want you to take your fucking pants off.
No,
I
you
don't
just
wanna see that.
you tie them up around the
On the
feet.
ankles?
Yeah, and then you put water in. Now you got a flotation device.
Oh, okay.
Now, is it still
Good
true
knowledge,
that
now.
one of the first things you learn how to do in the Navy is fight fires?
Yes, not swim.
Because that's what my youngest brother did.
Yep, it's fight fires. We're all firemen. You got to remember we're in the middle of the ocean, and I've been involved in a couple of fires, out to sea and in port. I had a real bad one in port where I was electrician on duty. It was crazy that day. So, yeah, fight
Yes.
fires is the first thing we learn because when you're in the middle of the ocean, what are you gonna do? You can't call
Yeah, call
911,
fire
right? So we're all firemen first before anything else.
Okay, so that's still true.
Yep. Biking. Like not motorcycle. I ain't never seen, I don't really see a lot of black people biking.
Yeah, riding bikes. Yeah. Now, granted, we used to as
I used to
kids.
steal bikes.
Yeah, as kids we used to.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
As kids we used to, we used to ride the fucking bike all the time, all around.
All the time, yeah.
But as adults, yeah, I don't see many many black bikers. I'm pretty sure there's some, but
I
you
don't
don't
know
see them a
one.
whole lot. You don't see them a whole lot.
Yeah, I know one.
When the last time you rode a bike?
Me?
Shit.
Oh, in a long time.
It was definitely the 1900s. I don't remember, man.
You see?
Probably been at least 20 years. I mean, I'm just so used to car or walk, either one. I mean,
You know-
out in Jeff County, you can't really ride a bike very safely. Probably get ridden off the road.
About 10 years, probably about 10 years ago, I used to ride the bike to work.
The stationary count? Because I had a stationary bike.
No, not the stationary
All right.
bike, the real bike. Bike with wheels, 2 wheels.
The
On
stationary
on the
bike
floor.
got 2
On the
wheels.
floor.
And it's on the floor.
It's still there.
I used to ride the shit out of that stationary bike. That seat was uncomfortable as fuck. Gotta have a comfortable seat if you're gonna do some biking though.
You know damn well you like to ride a bike without the seat. You like
Uh-huh.
to pole.
That's what you do.
You know you like to ride the
That's what you do.
bike
That's,
without
that's
the
how,
seat on it.
that's how you get your temperature took and still. Old fashioned way.
I don't know, guys. Don't be crude with each other. I would never act that way.
So here's some things that we don't think white people do. Hang out at the barber shop.
Definitely not.
Steve said that fast as fuck. Like,
It's
nope,
not because
hang out at the barber
it's
shop.
bad or anything like that. It's just that I don't know anyone that does that.
I mean, it's crazy because you go to the maybe it's because of the locations of them. Because you think about great clips are only in malls and stuff like that. Regular,
Super cuts at
urban barbershops, they be just on corners and shit.
Yeah.
They don't be in you don't
It's
get
the same in Latin America.
like that.
Latin Americans do that too down in Panama. There's corner places and they just have a bunch of chairs set up and a bunch of barbers there and they're just all rattling at Spanish 100 miles an hour.
Everybody
But-
talking shit.
If I go to Great Clips, it's like, hi, I'm Stephanie, and I'm here to give you a haircut. And so you're talking to someone that just graduated cosmetology school 5 years ago, and it's like, here I am, a 60-year-old dude, and it's like, I haven't got nothing in common with this woman at all.
So D, we finally got another white voice that was not me and yours. Steve's white voice.
That was Steve's white voice. Good job, Steve. You had a white voice, man.
Yeah.
Steve's like, I didn't know I got a white voice.
I can give you lessons, $20 an hour.
Lowe's to pay for 'em. Roller skate. I ain't never seen a white dude at the roller rink.
Man, that's a good one there, D. I
Now-
don't think I have.
It's
seen
probably
that.
a long time ago, yeah, because one of my in-laws' families up in Wisconsin, they used to go roller skating, but this was in the early 1970s. And nowadays, I think it's pretty much just a black thing.
Yeah, I don't
Like
see.
Skate King or wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think for the most part it's always been more of a black thing. I think more of a white thing is probably ice skating, I would say. Ice skating, figure skating, is that what
I mean, you see a lot of people ice skating in Forest Park when they have their little ice skating rink
Yeah.
outside.
yeah.
You see a lot of people doing that.
You know what? And
Laughing at a lot of people falling.
yeah,
yelling out there.
Canada Plaza do it too. And we went down there last year. We didn't get to do it, but we actually went to try, but
It was too packed.
yeah,
or-
it was too packed. And you see black people down there falling, not doing a good job, falling. But yeah, that is a crazy thing. And how the difference. I don't know why, but
I don't think I can ice skate.
One of the guys that he still does DJ when they do roller skating events. He actually put out a documentary movie about St. Louis and East St. Louis roller skating called Background Check. Have you ever heard of G Wiz?
I know you tell me you go to all of his shows a lot.
Yeah, he made a documentary on it that won some award with the Missouri History Museum
and it was about what?
about the roller skating experience in
Uh-huh.
St. Louis and East St. Louis. And yeah, you look at the pictures, there'll be one white or black lady, or one white guy or lady, and then the rest of them is it's all black people.
Yeah, I like to go skate. I'm not all that good. I can skate without falling, but I still like to do it though.
You got me beat, because I can't skate roller or ice.
I don't think I can ice because it's more like an inline skating thing. I
Yeah.
can never use the inline skates.
You know what? I probably I remember probably skating in them once or twice, and I remember when we went over somebody's house after school. Kyle, I think it was his house or whatever, and we was using his rollerblades to skate. That's probably the only couple times I've used those kind of inline skating.
Were you able to use them, or was it hard to do?
It was pretty tough. I think we kind of got the hang of it, but it was still different. It was a whole lot different.
It's amazing how we ain't never break a leg or nothing messing with them damn inline skates.
Yeah.
Now,
That shit ain't easy.
I've never seen a white person get the Holy Ghost in church.
Oh, you're talking like AME type stuff? Or is it-
No, how would you describe the Holy Ghost?
I mean, you know, I would describe it as, you know, people getting up and going. I mean, I was about to get up and do it. but-
you was
Yeah, I
about to
was
get up
about
and
to
start
get up,
shaking.
yeah.
I was gonna play the
I mean,
music.
it's crazy, man. How they just getting up and, you know, throwing your hands up and constantly screaming hallelujah
Oh, okay.
and all of that and just going crazy, falling out.
I've never
painting.
seen a
I
white
mean,
church. I've been to a lot
yeah.
of white churches too.
I've definitely seen that at Black Church. And you know, we grew up actually in quote unquote white church because we grew up Catholic, and it was more white people than black people, and it was just a total different vibe, a whole different vibe.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah, I
you
grew up
probably-
Catholic too.
I
So-
always went to Baptist churches.
Yeah, I mean, I actually still go to the Catholic church, but I go to more, you know, Baptist now more, but I still go to, you know, like for Easter and stuff like that, you know, when I go with my grandma, we Catholic because technically, well not technically, we did. We grew up Catholic and my grandma still is, and like I said, I still go there with every now and then with every blue moon with her, but I go to Baptist for the most part, but yeah, but it's just a whole different vibe. Like you never see anybody yelling and screaming or anything. But at the Baptist churches, man, oh man, preacher get to spitting that word. Oh man, they go crazy.
Now, I've seen one exception to that rule. When I was living in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and this would have been back in the mid-1990s, they actually had a Catholic church from Memphis, Tennessee, and they brought the whole choir with them. And this was from urban Memphis. They were Catholics, but it was a very like charismatic evangelical choir. Like you would think it would be in a Baptist church, except for they were Catholics. And everyone was like really shocked. It's like, holy shit. I'd never seen that before. And I don't know if there's other churches like that in metro areas, but that was a first for me.
Yeah, and nobody, and I can tell you another difference too in the church, black churches. Nobody repeats after the when the priest in, you know, Catholic church, he's speaking, he's just speaking. We read from the Bible, we just read from the Bible. Black churches, when they reading something, if you know it, they gotta make sure they say it too.
Yeah.
They gotta repeat after him. Like, let the man say what the hell he said.
That's why I last so long.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just crazy. It's a total different experience, bro.
It's all right, man. Experiences is what makes us all different. Steven,
That's me.
it was great having you on, man.
Oh wow, time's up.
Yeah. I got a would you rather for you. Because I know you're the environmental guy, so.
Oh geez.
Oh, it ain't nothing
Oh,
crazy.
okay. It's not gonna be something crazy like.
It ain't gonna be nothing crazy, man. It's just a really simple would you rather. Would you rather live in a landfill or set a forest on fire?
Set a forest on fire.
Yeah.
Come on, D, now.
In certain circumstances, they do set the forest on fire.
Well, I know.
But I mean, like if you're talking like California when it's dry as a tinderbox, oh dang, that's a tough call. I guess if setting the forest on fire was a bad thing, I could learn to maybe adapt to the landfill.
Really? I didn't think you would go that way. Wow.
I don't know.
Live in a landfill? Come on.
I didn't think you would go that
man.
way.
Okay, they do have like a scale house. Maybe I could live in the scale house. When it's not so bad.
I honestly didn't think you would go
The
that way.
landfills, man, as soon as you approach them, the smell like punch you in the face.
I live upwind from the landfill in Tennessee, about 2 miles. But yeah, if that was the other way, I know what you mean. And nasty.
And I mean, do landfills supposed to be toxic or something like that though, as well?
It depends on the landfill. It depends on if the landfill is licensed to take hazardous waste or not.
Okay. But man, so you going with the landfill?
Yeah, I live in the scale house, and I'll get like some like the 3M
That's crazy.
window seal, so that I can, and then an air purifier.
Man, I guess I'm gonna go with I'm gonna definitely go with setting that forest fire.
Only you can prevent them.
Yeah, fucking Smokey the Bear be bad at me. I'm definitely going with that forest fire, bro. That landfill, man.
Oh, but think about this
Nah,
though.
bro.
If setting a forest on fire was bad, then maybe the state police would catch you as an arsonist, and then you'd end up, being poked like a pincushion in jail.
Well, that's right up Los Alley. He like being poked like a pincushion.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I'm not going to agree to that.
I'm going with
I don't want to start World War III.
I'm going with the forest fire, man. What you got there?
I'm lighting that motherfucking forest on fire too, man.
I just hope the security cam doesn't have it.
Hey, I'm lighting the first match.
Yeah, I'm going with that forest fire too, bro.
Well, thanks again, Steve, man.
Appreciate it, Steve, man.
Yeah,
Thank
you
for
let me
coming
know
on
a
the
lot
show,
of stuff about the camping, man.
Man, that was my hat to you guys. Good podcast.
Yeah, I'm definitely want to read up some more on hiking and all that
Instead of
shit.
just
before I
going
just go.
Do you have like 30 seconds?
Go ahead.
There was one thing I have in my bag. I was going to show you all the stuff I take with me on a day hike. And one of the things I have is a bag to keep your stuff dry in case there's like a thunderstorm or something. Because you never know when you're going to need to take out a clean, dry shirt. And
Oh, yeah, your
and
pink
the
shirt.
salmon-colored shirt is the best way to go.
Your pink shirt.
Salmon!
Well, I don't know because you said there's birds everywhere, and if you got a salmon colored shirt,
They like
they
salmon.
like salmon, so you might be easy target
He
there.
likes his pink shirt.
Maybe. Salmon.
Hey, that concludes another episode of We Posted Up the Podcast. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and stay posted up.
Holla.